and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run this play from the pistol. Give to the running back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Give to the fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Breaks into the open. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Power football with the run. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Tackle is made at the 20-yard line. 2nd down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle on offense.
love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Short yardage play. They'll give it to the wide receiver going to the edge. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, I like trick plays. I just don't love dialing up the reverse on third down, though, because if the defense doesn't bite, and they're already expecting pass anyway, a lot of guys have their eyes on the QB. They're just following the football in zone coverage, and they use their speed, rally to him, make a tackle, and now set up fourth down.
The kick is on its way. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Back to the ground game on the left. Runs through a tackle. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rush.
There he goes to the left. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just keeps moving. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Dropping back, it's Munoz. Makes the catch. It's Christian. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Offense gets set for second down. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll try the run. Across the 25, he's got room. Flying down the left side. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Grove. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Wilson on the carry. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Munoz. Makes the grab, it's Christian. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Offense working from the pistol. They're testing the right side here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Grove. Turning it on. And they exploited that soft spot. And they get it down to the 35.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. The give to the tailback. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff to the single running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. They want to run it left here. Oh, he's got a chance. Knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line. The big run's going to make it 1st and goal. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Into the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll run it with Wilson. Breaks into the open. He gets him at the 21, but a big play there to get away from the shadow of the goalpost. They picked up 15.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has this afternoon over 100 yards now. Showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been home.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Christian. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
They'll go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Munoz. Caught near the sticks. It's Craig. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They're going to run it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wilson on the carry. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
He'll go to the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Let's see how much they can get on 2nd and 9 from the 20. Back to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Leaves it with the back. He's loose at the 15. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
He'll do it himself. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Third down coming up.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, said to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. They'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Grove. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
The counter play is a great play to mix in, because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Makes the catch. It's Craig. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it with Wilson. He has the first and still on his feet. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Munoz. Under fire. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Wilson on the carry. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And here comes the punt team. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Give to the running back. Finds a little space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Well, that play action fake just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down coming up.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
To the air on second down. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Gives it to the back on the draw. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get it to the ground. That is a ball.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Christian. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll run it with Wilson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The throw finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To throw, it's Munoz. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They bring the punter onto the field now. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. They'll leave it with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. After the miss on 3rd down, the punt team is on the field. On his way from around the 50. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Dropping back, it's Munoz. Makes the catch.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll sneak it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that yardage, and he gets the big 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wilson on the carry. There he goes. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wilson. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And after that completion at this juncture of the game, if I'm the quarterback, where is my best one-on-one matchup? I'm throwing this in the end zone on 4th down to win the game. Where do I have a size advantage? Who can win for me one-on-one?
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking for the score. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. He'll keep it himself. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
He gets it away from his own end zone. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wants to throw. It's Munoz. Grabbed in the middle. It's Craig. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
On the move. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he wants it all. Snatches it on the right. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's got some space. And how about that run? A huge gain and a slide at the end.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
A first down run in the red zone. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to pound their way in. And it'll be a touchdown.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They marched 79 yards on the drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Back to pass, it's Munoz. Grabbed over the middle, it's Roman.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw for it. Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go turning it on. He's at the 40, at the 20, and he will house it.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give as they work on that clock. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Give to the running back. Shakes off the defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
All right, guys. That's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They go to the ground. Got the 1st down and more. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this 1st down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced the negative play, now setting up 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Munoz. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack. Because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.